You think you know the Trump family, but there's a lot more than meets the eye. From hidden rivalries to surprising political ties, today, you'll discover the little-known, jaw-dropping secrets of the Trumps. Buckle up, because this family isn't just about fame. They've got some shocking stories you won't believe. Let's start with Ivanka Trump. You might think of her as the first daughter who worked alongside her father in the White House. But did you know that before Donald Trump became president, Ivanka was actually donating money to Democrats? Yep, that's right. Ivanka donated to several Democratic candidates over the years. In fact, she had connections across party lines long before she joined her dad's campaign. So, what changed when Donald Trump decided to run for president? Was this just political strategy? Or did her views evolve? Ivanka's political journey isn't as simple as it seems, and understanding her ties to both parties gives us a new perspective on her role in American politics. Next up is Jared Kushner. While you might know him as Ivanka's husband and Trump's senior advisor, here's the real shocker. Jared had no official government experience when he stepped into the White House. Yet, he became one of the most influential figures in Trump's administration. Despite his lack of political experience, Jared was trusted with some of the most important tasks. He worked on everything from peace deals in the Middle East to leading efforts during the pandemic. Many questioned how someone with so little experience could have so much power. What does that say about the Trump family's influence? Jared's role shows just how much influence one person can have, without an official title. But his power wasn't without controversy. So, how did Jared manage to pull this off? Now, let's talk about Tiffany Trump, the daughter who often gets overlooked. While Ivanka, Donald Jr., and Eric were front and center during Trump's campaign and presidency, Tiffany led a much more private life. Tiffany was raised mostly away from the Trump spotlight. She spent time with her mother, Marla Maples, and had a relatively quiet upbringing compared to her siblings. Even though Tiffany occasionally appeared at events, she never had the same political presence as Ivanka or Donald Jr. But what's the real story here? Why was Tiffany kept out of the limelight? And how did that affect her relationship with the family? Let's dive into Donald Jr. and Eric Trump. These two took over the Trump Organization after their father became president. Managing a multi-million-dollar business wasn't easy, especially with the spotlight always on them. Running the business while their father was in office brought a lot of legal and ethical questions. The media constantly asked whether they were mixing business with politics. Controversies kept piling up. Were they really equipped to handle such a massive empire? With the Trump Organization in their hands, Donald Jr. and Eric had to deal with public scrutiny and family tension. How did they manage to navigate the challenges, and did it change their relationship with their father? Here's something most people don't know. Ivanka Trump converted to Orthodox Judaism when she married Jared Kushner. This decision wasn't just about her relationship. It reshaped her whole life. Making such a big religious change took a lot of commitment. Ivanka adopted a completely different lifestyle, including changing how she dressed, how she celebrated holidays, and even her daily routines. Her conversion influenced more than just her private life. It also shaped her role in the public eye and even her work in the White House. So, how did this religious shift change the way Ivanka navigated her career, her marriage, and her role in her father's administration? Her story is a powerful example of how personal beliefs can intersect with public life, and it shows just how much the Trump family is about, more than just politics. Donald Trump Jr. has built a reputation for being outspoken, especially on social media. His Twitter feed is often filled with controversial opinions, and he's never shy about sharing them. While his posts get lots of attention, they also get plenty of backlash. Donald Jr.'s social media presence has sparked both fierce support and heated criticism. Why does he do it? What does he hope to achieve with his bold posts? And how does his social media behavior impact his family's reputation? Donald Jr.'s approach to social media might seem controversial, but it's also an important part of how the Trump family stays in the public eye. His online presence is a big part of his personal and political brand. Let's dive into something more personal: the rivalry and favoritism within the Trump family. There's been a lot of speculation about which child is Donald Trump's favorite, and many believe it's Ivanka. While Ivanka has always been at her father's side, especially during his campaign and presidency, her siblings, especially Donald Jr. and Eric, have often felt left out of the spotlight. Some insiders say that Ivanka's closeness with her father has caused tension in the family. Is she really the favorite, or is this just a public perception? Regardless of who is the favorite, these family dynamics have shaped their roles and their public personas. How do loyalty and rivalry play out behind closed doors in a family that thrives on competition? There's also been some behind-the-scenes drama between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump. While both women had important roles during the presidency, they didn't always see eye to eye. Melania, as First Lady, had her own public image to maintain, while Ivanka was very active in her father's administration. This difference in roles led to some tension between the two. Was there a rivalry between Melania and Ivanka, or were the media just fueling the fire? What role did their personal differences play in the family's overall image during the White House years? Despite working in close quarters, these two women walked very different paths. Let's explore how their dynamic played out and what it says about the Trump family's inner workings. Unlike his siblings, Barron Trump has always been kept out of the public eye. The Trump family made a conscious decision to shield him from the intense media attention. Barron was the youngest Trump child during his father's presidency, and while his brothers and sisters were front and center, Barron stayed far from the limelight. This choice to protect Barron speaks to the family's desire to give him a sense of normalcy, away from the pressures that come with being in such a famous family. While his family has been in the spotlight, Barron's private life remains a mystery. Why has the Trump family gone to such great lengths to shield him from the public eye? As we've seen, the Trump family has plenty of layers, some public, some private. But no family is without its conflicts. Finally, let's take a look at Mary Trump, Donald's niece, and her perspective on the family. In her book, Mary reveals deep family conflicts that many outsiders never saw. Mary's account is full of harsh truths about the family dynamics, showing the rivalry and dysfunction that runs deeper than what's seen in public. Through Mary's eyes, we get a clearer picture of the emotional battles within the Trump family, and her story sheds light on how far the conflicts go. Now you've uncovered the hidden dynamics, untold stories, and unexpected relationships in the Trump family. From secret loyalties to rivalries, they're not just the people you see in the headlines. By understanding these layers, you can see how even America's most talked about family has secrets, tensions, and stories that the world will never fully know. Thanks for watching, and remember, no family is as simple as it seems. Stay curious and don't stop asking the hard questions.